Retro Ghetto.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to what promises to be a very special episode of the Retro Ghetto. I'm in the West Midlands visiting Old School Gaming to take a look at a full Super Nintendo set. Oh my god. No way. I don't even know what to say. You know, for 8-9 years, I've been trying to collect every Super Nintendo game. Like, it's been a huge part of my life for almost a decade. And now...
they're in front of you.
Everything's here. You know, I go shop, I go around shop, this is what I do. If I find one Super Nintendo game that I don't own, I get excited and I start, oh my god, it's what I need. And now I've got sensory overload because there's 150 odd or 200 that I don't own that I need. Kid in the candy shop does not do it justice, mate. I don't even know, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to begin. I wish I'd made a list of what I needed. Let's make a list, shall we? So, I was going to do this when I needed 200 games. I think as it stands, I need about 208. But with this opportunity arising to go and see a full Super Nintendo set, there's no better time than this. This is the night before the footage you're seeing of the full set. Anyway, I have here my Super Nintendo anthology. I'm now going to go through the painstaking process of going through every one of the PAL games in here. I think there's 531 according to this anthology. I'm going to cross-reference them with all of the games that I currently own, and we should have a definitive list by the end of it of games I still need, and then I can jump back to the shop, Old School Gaming, and know exactly what it is that I need. So let's just crack on with it. Right, so I'm currently at 100 games that I need, and I'm only on the letter O. It is taking a lot longer than I first thought it would, especially once I got to like the M's and the N's, all the Maddens, all the NHLs, all the NBAs, 93, 94, 95, a lot of cross-referencing, long. And this is one of the downsides of having colour-coded display as opposed to alphabetical. I'm having to hunt for them all. But whereas I'd normally call this a day now, and I've probably got a good couple of hours of this left, going to see a full Snes set is probably a once in a lifetime opportunity. So it's an opportunity that I need to make sure I'm fully prepared for. But not only am I writing down all the games that I don't own, I'm also putting little asterisks next to the ones that I am highly interested in. The ones that I'm going to be probably adding to the maybe pile, the ones that I want to be really paying attention to how much value there is in them, how much I can afford basically. And there's even a handful that I've underlined, the ones that I really, really want, but I'm keeping them to myself for now. But yeah, it's going to be a late night getting this finished. Probably got a couple more hours because, like I say, I'm only roughly halfway into this list. But yeah, I'll say I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, but you guys will already be ahead of me watching this video. So yeah, back to Old School Gaming. I've reached the end of the list and I'm at 164. Now either I've got a lot more games than I thought, there's less in the set than I thought, or this book's wrong. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I might have missed one or two, that's easily done, but I haven't missed like close to 50. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just closer to the end than I thought, but it's late. I'm getting to my bed. Right. What a day tomorrow's going to be. Let's go. I mean, where'd you begin? Where'd you start? Everywhere I look, there's games I've never seen before. Everywhere I look, there's grails. Firstly, Rich, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and see these games before anybody else. I know they're technically not for sale.
They're not for sale yet, buddy.
The shop's going to be open Saturday. So this video is going live Wednesday. Saturday morning, the shop's open. But obviously, there's a few games that we're going to need to be having a conversation about. I just don't even know where to begin. I don't even know. Let's just dive into it and go shelf by shelf. Right, I mean, there's just so many in there. Breath of Fire 2, never see it. Funny games. Even Super Strike Eagle, you just don't really see that. I'm trying to concentrate on games you never see. Yeah, where'd you go? Time Cop. So many of these mid-range games that, you know, they just are out of existence now. You never see them. Even Prince of Persia 2. You know, I dedicate a large part of my life hunting these things, and I've never seen a lot of them. Thankfully, I've already got this big boy here. Now, these are on my list, the Dragon Ball games. Mint. I always shudder at the word mint. I hate the fact that one day I'm going to have to pay that for Thomas the Tank Engine as well. That kind of hurts my soul a little bit. You do actually see Thomas though. That is one you do see every now and again. 125.
Yeah, there is an absolutely battered one that's just sold.
Yeah.
70, and I mean battered.
Usually it's battered, probably because it was little kids that had it.
Yeah.
Casper, again, this is one you think would be a popular game. Never see it. Never see Casper. Oh, Rich, I hate the fact that's a good price. Don't make me buy that, mate. Please don't make me buy that.
Who's after that? Mike? But I won't sell it. If he buys it Saturday, he can buy it.
Right, Lufia. Never see Lufia, do you? So is this Australian only?
Yeah. No, there's an NTSC version.
Yeah, well, I mean PAL. The only PAL ones are. Yeah, things like this, right? Just random sports games. Again, never see them. I managed to find a copy of that, surprisingly, because you never see that very often. Turbo Tunes, yeah. That's NTSC, I've never seen it. Family Dog, oof.
That's rough, but that's priced sensibly.
Yeah.
Because that's one you do not see.
Yeah. That's about me, that is, mate. Smashed, battered. That's a bit of me, that.
The last one I saw for those for sale a couple of months ago, again, in fairly cool.
Right, can I start making a maybe pile then? Oh, right. That's one row done. Let's make some maybes. Just noticed X-Zone casually sitting down here. It's got a lot of stickers, bit of damage. But this is a very expensive game normally. Obviously, you've priced it to reflect the condition. But yeah, that's one of the heavy hitters on the system. Wowzers. We're going to get to the most expensive games in a minute. Some serious hitters down there. Right, okay, the maybes have been looked at. Next one. Oh, look at this straight away. Heavy hitter. This is, I think, the game most people go to in their minds when they think about rare Super Nintendo games, right? X3. With me recently buying X2, I've already got Mega Man X. And I'm actually one of the weird collectors that is happy to see this battered. Because now I'm starting to think, is this going to be affordable, right? Because this is silly money if it was in nice condition. So we'll have a conversation about that. What else have we got? I actually had one of these once upon a time, sold it. I don't like the big box things, I don't like that. I'd rather have the game separately, personally. Right, what else have we got in here? Got. Winter Gold. That's one that I need, actually, but I'm not coming here today to buy games that you see. I've seen Winter Gold a few times before. It's not uncommon as such. with days like this, you take advantage of games you've never seen before. So, Lost Vikings 2, that is an uncommon one. Virtual Bar, that's been on my list for a while. Complete my Simpsons subset, that would. And this, you never see that either. There's just a pull with Marvel games as well. Honestly, I might have to cancel my wedding, Rich, you know, just whiz. There's so many games that if it was the only one you had, I'd be buying them. Yeah. Prehistoric Man, we've got that. Oh, that's NTSC, we don't have to worry about that. I think that's the one I need. There's 2 Tintin games. Yeah, I've got Tintin in Tibet. It's Prisoners of the Sun that I don't have. See, these are the ones that I'm enjoying, right? The ones you never see that are not ridiculously priced. So, that was one on my list. Super Morph. Marco's Magic Football. This is a strange one because I thought this was that other football game for a while. Because there's one in America called Kid Cleats. Yeah. And then there's Marco's Magic Football. But there's also another one, Soccer Kid.
Yeah, I've got that. It's
yeah, but I thought for a while, I got confused and thought that Marco's Magic Football was like the NTSC version of... No. Right, so there's 2.
It's a little platform, right?
Yeah. Oh, this... Ah, mate.
Beautiful condition.
Oh, you're hurting me, mate. Hurting me now. Got Air of the Acrobat. I need Air of the Acrobat 2, though. Is that knocking about? Yeah. Of course, we know you've got it. You've got them all, mate. You never see this either.
No, it's really cheap for what it should be.
Really cheap. Look at that. I'll buy 3 of them.
No, I'm on about Air of the Acrobat 2.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because somebody decided to colour the black edges of the box.
Oh, one of them ones. Oh, super widget. Atlas game as well. Yeah. You don't really think of Atlas when you think of super widget, but yeah. Right, so it's already dangerous, but now we've reached the middle section, which, I mean, just look, there's about 10 grand sat on that one row. Let's look at this section. Right, let's look at these big boys, shall we? Blastman, Hagane. This, oh man, like I said, there's something about Marvel games. Look at that box art. Only the second copy I've ever seen of Ninja Warriors.
And you've got one?
Mine's a really nice condition as well. Makes me realise what a good deal I got, to be fair. This is arguably my most wanted. Just because I've got these memories of playing it as a kid. I don't think I played it on the Super Nintendo as a kid. Maybe it was on Commodore 64 or something. But it's like it hit me like a nostalgia thing out of the blue a couple of years back. Slapped me around the face like, oh, I remember that game. And then I started trying to find it. I had no clue it was on the Super Nintendo.
Australian PAL exclusive.
Yeah, that's why I never knew, because it was only an Australian game. Yeah, maybe one day. Spawn. Demon's Crest. Luckily I've got that. Oh, this is calling me as well. Because I've got Pocky Rocky 2, and it's such a good game. Normally sequels are more expensive and rarer. But in this case, Pocky Rocky, the original one's the harder one to find. I'd love to have that in the collection. Vampire's Kiss. This is a menace to all collectors. You know why. It's always fake. Always fake. Normally you see it and it's too pink.
There was one fake on forums years and years ago that was that good. People were touting it around other collectors to compare it to theirs.
Right, yeah.
But that is 100%.
It's one of them where there's probably people with full sets out there that don't realise it's fake. Because there's so many fakes and so few legitimate copies out there. But when you come in with a set like this, then you know the chances are increased that it's going to be a legitimate one when you're looking at, you know, the games it's sitting alongside. This one doesn't have a price on it, so we're going to have a conversation about this, because obviously I'd love to get this Mega Man set done. Knights of the Round, again. And this isn't in great condition, so I'm assuming this is a very expensive one. Capcom, isn't it? Yeah, Capcom. It's one of them games that you think would be more common than it is. Like, I mean, it's a Capcom beat-em-up. Like, why is it not more common? A bit like Ninja Warriors, really. You know, a good game, but... And then Willow. Again, very heavy hitter. Jesus. Never mind cancelling my wedding. I might have to sell my house. Right, I've missed out a shelf on purpose because the most expensive game is there, and I want to get to that last. I need to work my way up to that. But I mean, it just never stops. Everywhere you look, just games that you never ever see. If I'm using the same words, I've run out of superlatives, so you'd have to forgive me. Spanky's Quest. Oof. Captain America. Look at that. Marvel. Every time I move my eyes, money comes out my account. Right, wasn't it? Oh, Vegets. That's one I haven't got. You might as well just charge me rent, Rich. Can we set up like a bed and I'll have one night a week here. Super Conflict. Only $19.99. Bargain. Oh, you don't see this one on the Snes too often. I'd love this as well. I mean, look how green it is. I've got it on the Mega Drive. I'm reaching that point where I might have to start offsetting Mega Drive for Super Nintendo. Oh, look at it. It's green. It's lovely.
Have you got any affiliation with Mega Drive? Like you have?
Yeah, I love Mega Drive, mate. If for whatever reason, well, if I had to choose, no doubt Super Nintendo. But if something happened and I had to get rid of my Super Nintendo set, or you know, some hypothetical universe all my SNES games went, I'd go Mega Drive. I love Mega Drive, just not as much.
I think a lot of people jump on Mega Drive purely because the games are more obtainable.
Yeah, I mean they've aged better, haven't they? They've aged so much better.
But me.
Yeah, same. Don't see this one very often, do you? Sequest. Izzy's Olympic rings. Oh, man. Look at that, 80 quid for a fishing game that one day I'll kick myself that I've not bought. That's the problem. Actually, I'm going to go for some fresh air. I need to talk to camera. Like I said, this is almost a decade of collecting, but 30 years plus of my life being in love with this console, and then to see like every game in front of me. It's a good time while I'm out the way down at this end of the shop to talk about the difficulties, the trials and the tribulations, because this is what you have to face when you go for a full set. It's not like just buying the games you want. When you buy a full set, it's kind of a different mentality, because you've always got it in your mind that, well, I'm going to have to buy it one day. I'm going to have to buy it one day. Might as well be today. But you can't think like that, because I can't spend tens of thousands of pounds today, as much as I want to, and buy all the games that I need. So it's very much trying to keep control, even though you know in the long run, you might have struggled to find some of these games. You might struggle to afford some of these games. But I'm in a strange situation where I feel like I can almost see the end, but it's still 200-ish games away. I don't really know exactly how many at this point. Between 150 and 200 games away. So it's a weird one. I can't go and buy 200 Super Nintendo games in one go, as much as I want to. So I'm going to have to make some tough but intelligent decisions. It's not just about letting my heart rule my head, basically, but best believe there's a lot of games I'm going to be adding to the set. Right, like I say, we're going to get to the most expensive game in this entire lot towards the end. But moving on again, there's just so many games that you never see. Oh, guys, if I'm not doing a very good job presenting, you'll have to forgive me. The the video making editing mode's gone out the window, man. This is just kid in a candy shop stuff right now. You're just coming on the journey with me. Oh man, Fatal Fury special like this. Oh my goodness. Oscar, I didn't even know that existed until last night when I was doing my list. Incantation. That was on my list. Aero the Acrobat 2. Oh, someone's drawn on it. It looks like it's been signed. Rather than reducing the price because it got a pen on, bump it up. Aero signed it.
Ink on the black.
Ah.
They've used a black marker.
And we don't know who signed it either. It could just be
Random scribble.
somebody's mum. Oh man. Lagoon. Well. Phantom. I've got that, and there's another one I've got on the Mega Drive. Don't see it on the Super Nintendo very often. Bit of damage on the back. Lord of the Rings. Another one. Acme Animation Factory. Surprisingly rare. I wish I'd seen this. I just bought this for more than that. Oh, hello. I love how you've just got like £1,000 wild guns just sat in a random shelf down there.
It's because they're not organised yet. A lot of them have got to go off into cabin.
I'd love that.
Well done.
Yeah. NHL 97. Random games that you never see. Everywhere you look. Damn, Returns of Superman. Power Drive. Oh, that's one I'd like as well. World Heroes. Alright, let's look at the next shelf of financial ruin. You got 2 Turricans, haven't you? Casual. Alien vs Predator. That seems like a good price. I thought it was more than that. Luckily I've got that. Oh, this is high on my list as well. Pirates of Darkwater. The thing is, it looks better on the Mega Drive because it's a blue spine. You know, the blue box. It just stands out. This is a bit like, oh, it's a lot of money to spend on a black. But the game's better on the Snes, I think. It's more of a platformer on the Mega Drive, whereas this is more of a beat 'em up. But
it's as rare on the Mega Drive though.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of Mega Drive ones. There's one in CX, isn't there? No manual.
No, and the last one they had was absolutely
Right, we were talking earlier about this, weren't we? Battle Racers, just like a Power Rangers racing game that you'll never see again. What is that? Congo's Caper. I don't even remember seeing that on my list. Metal Combat. That's a nice box. Australian. Was it Australian only, or?
I think there was a part release of that. UK
Right. Price has gone down. These are the annoying ones, aren't they? Volleyball. These are the annoying ones. Bloody Hyper V-Ball.
When I was talking to the guy who sold me these, it was those titles that were the hardest to get.
Yeah, here they are. I know, mate. Luckily, I've recently got that. Wolverine. Seems like a good price, mate. All the ones I've got are well priced. Alfred Chicken. I don't know if I've already got that. I feel like I must have it. Hook is one that is weirdly uncommon, Hook. You think you'd see it more. You see it quite a lot on the Mega Drive. Ah, this I need to complete my subset. Bloody hell. Another one for the list. If you're watching this and you're seeing me go past absolute grails, just ignoring them, it's probably because I own them. And like I say, I'm filming this with my eyes. For once, I'm not filming through the camera. I'm filming for me. We're Back, a dinosaur story. Didn't know this existed until last night. We're Back, a dinosaur story. Was this an animation? Is it a movie or something?
I don't think it. Can't recall a film.
Big hurt. Big hurt in my wallet. Let's look at the most expensive game in here, shall we? So on this shelf, we've got Final Fight, Days Before Christmas. This is one you don't see very often, it's tempting. Mohawk and headphone jack. I already mentioned Real Monsters. Final Fight 2, Final Fight 3, very uncommon Final Fight 3. Very rarely see it. That's the last one I need for the Final Fight set, but I think there's a better home for that than with me. Here we go, the most expensive one. Captain Commando. What sort of price is this one, Rich?
The last two sold, one was 1,800,
Oof.
one was 2,500.
So you're looking at about £2 grand, aren't you?
Yeah.
Within that market.
There's not a price on it, we'll see what we get.
What in the world? Capcom, again, a game you think would sell well. Another beat 'em up. Sure, it's a good fun game. I'm gonna have to do it one day. Is today the day? Ah! Just when you think it's over, guys, there's more. There's more.
No, that's the scrap.
These are apparently the scraps. Nah, I don't think these are scraps, to be honest, mate. It's some nice stuff in here. It just never ends, and the maybe pile never gets any smaller. Oh, dear me. Back in the 3.0. It's been a few hours since I came home, and I've had some time to reflect on the morning spent looking at a full Super Nintendo set, and it was amazing to see. I feel like it's really sort of like lit a fire in me, to be honest. Seeing something which I've been working towards for so long, and I've had so many naysayers, so many people tell me, like when I first mentioned I was going on this journey, that I wouldn't be able to do it, that it's impossible, that there's never been a worse time to do it, and they weren't necessarily wrong. But seeing it today has made it feel more realistic, more tangible. I can see it now, right? We're not a million miles away, and I've never felt more enthused by it. I've never felt more invigorated and more ready. I'm locked in now. We're going to get this full Super Nintendo set. I used to talk about full Super Nintendo set, and I used to talk about, well, I don't care if it takes me 20 years, and I believed that. I just kind of thought, well, it doesn't matter if I'm 50, 60 years old, I will do it one day. But nah, we're just going to go for it, guys. I'm just gonna smash it. We're just going to do everything I can in my power to get this full Super Nintendo set as soon as possible, right? I'm fully engaged now, and today, like I say, just really sort of enthused me seeing it. And once again, I want to give a massive shout out to Rich for the opportunity. Make sure if you're anywhere near that area that you go and check it out on Saturday morning. I will, of course, leave a link below to Rich's Facebook page if you want to get in contact with him about anything that you may have seen in this video. And yeah, there is going to be a part 2. So Rich being a man of his word, like I said, I touched upon in the footage there, these games are all going for sale Saturday morning. Now, you best believe I'm getting some of these games. So a good friend of mine's going, and he's armed with a large list. And let me tell you, if I just get half of the games that I've got on this list of wants, it's going to be by far my biggest pickups ever. Like, not even close. So yeah, make sure you keep it locked to the channel, because part 2 is coming. It's probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you get to see a full Super Nintendo set, and that you get your pick of the games. So yeah, I'm just praying I can get the ones that I want for my collection. And there's going to be a huge pickups video coming to the channel very soon, which will hopefully make a sizable dent in what I still need for my own collection. I purposely didn't film a few of the games because I'm hoping that I can get them and that I can show them to you guys down the line. So yeah, like I say, just keep it locked to the channel, and all that stuff should be coming very, very soon. But you know me, and Super Nintendo games aside, there's a lot more games at Old School Gaming, right? It's just a fantastic shop generally, and I had to pick up a couple of games. Now, it's nothing in comparison to some of the heavy-hitting rarities that we've just seen, but there was a few games there that I wanted to grab for my collection. First one's one that you don't necessarily see too often, and this is just kind of filler sports titles for the other 16-bit powerhouse, the Mega Drive. So I've got a Super Real Basketball. I don't remember ever seeing this, that cover. These are all complete. Nothing particularly expensive. And we've got Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk Football. It's just like a £5 game, but whilst I'm definitely not about to tell you that I'm going full steam ahead for a Mega Drive set, I'm still picking games up that I don't own as and when I see them slowly burning away in the background, right, the Mega Drive. And I've got to give a shout out to my friend James for this one. So this is a game that I've been wanting to play since launch, and that is Undisputed. I think we've been bereft of a good boxing game now for some time. Fight Night Champion was magnificent. I absolutely adore that game. But that was a long time ago, right? So I'm hoping that Undisputed can even come close to that. I was going to say lace its gloves. That would probably be a more applicable statement to make. So yeah, we'll probably get this tested out, and you'll be seeing some footage of this on Sunday's vlog or in a not too distant future on the channel. Because yeah, very intrigued as to how Undisputed plays. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this one. Once again, massive shout out to Rich for giving us exclusive access and allowing us to come along and see the set whilst it's still in its entirety. I'm still buzzing from it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, what you would have picked up. If you could have picked up any one game today, which is the one that you would have had. And like I say, keep it up to the channel because you don't want to miss the pickups video that we've got coming very soon. As always, play your games, keep it retro. Thank you very much for watching. It's much appreciated. Take care. I wouldn't buy that if you knocked me 40 quid off it.
Lock into the retro ghetto. Come and have a look around the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples settle. Lock into the retro ghetto.